always said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. To start the drive with a pass. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Leaves it with the back. Look out, he's got room. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, you love hearing the crowd, but more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
They're going to ride this running back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Ducks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. Got him downfield. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Can't make the catch, and it'll be third down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the Hurricanes will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off the play fake on first down, to throw. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best two teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in a position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference, in the middle of the season, you can finish strong. Now we're not just talking about conference championships. We're talking about where can we be in the playoff and how much damage we can do in the postseason. There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Looking for a man. It's good. Unloads to the wideout. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense and coverage forcing the incomplete.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
The Ducks are flying down the field. Takes a handoff. It's Green. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped, a gain of 3. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's good. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Has to get there to move the sticks. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The head coach told us he was going to be aggressive. He has a lot of confidence in his running game, and he showed it there on that 4th and 2.
And I like that mentality. That's the mentality I'm going to develop with my team. We're going to be aggressive. We're going to go get things. Short yardage situations, we're going to practice them. We're going to be successful, but we're going to go for it.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
And the Ducks line it up with a 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
But that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. Fired in from the red zone for the score. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback making checks. The toss sweep to the right. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Brings up 2nd down. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all, but no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
Here's the pressure. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They go to the ground. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Well, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. To the air. It's good. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it back inside the 40. They'll mark him at the 39-yard line, and the interception has set up great field position.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Pressure coming. Got it behind the line. It's Pringle. That's midfield. He's got room. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. And
they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run, and this guy's a big target. So nice job on that play.
And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Finds his big tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's been a nice drive by this offense so far, and now this quarterback is faced with a critical 3rd down in the red zone, trailing by a couple of possessions. If they're able to capitalize here, get this first down, score a touchdown on this drive, this game takes on a completely different feel. So this just feels like a massive moment in this game.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Like, they understand it's 3rd down. They understand the situation. They drop back. And I love the defensive back with vision on the quarterback. He sees it, right? He takes off the scramble. He's like, no, you're not getting this first down. Nice job coming up, making the tackle, and forcing the 4th down.
desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Dropping back, it's good. It's caught.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And the Ducks are at the line looking to convert on third and short. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
From the gun, the ground game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To the air, it's good. Buys a little time. Trying to make magic with his feet. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Ducks send out the punt unit. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. There he goes. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Gilbert. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, great tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but They need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got it in the middle. It's Pringle. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Shoots it to the left. And it's picked off at the goal line. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum. It plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking downfield on first down. Complete downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41.
6 remain. 6 military stunt.
To the air on first down. It's caught. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the 3rd quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put them in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
Setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Defense has their hands full in this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And just a great job by the defense of being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind, but listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to go up top. Snags it. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
And it's no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Pulled and fired complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers. I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looking for a man. It's good. Here's a heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And wings it incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Skips away from pressure. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back. You get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Returns it down to the 35-yard line as they cash in on the opportunity to force a turnover.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to...
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Ripped off a huge shunt play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
Moves away as he feels pressure. He's got it. He's finally chased out of bounds, but a huge explosive play on the ground.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks, we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
quarterback sneak, looking for just a sliver of daylight. Sneaks it into the end zone.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they cut the lead in half, down 14-7. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
He's brought down at the 38. And that's a first down for the offense.
That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Back to throw, it's good. A little screen to the running back. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time.
Breaks into the open. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you can tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It'll be third and long. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He just refused to go down, kept finding space and picked up 7. It'll be 4th and 1. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Just drives it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. TCU is running away with things, and I'm not sure who saw this coming today from this offense. They're up by 17 over Syracuse. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll start this drive with a pass. Swings it out to his running back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Pringle. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Reels it in down the left side. Here he goes. Touchdown, Canes. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Comes the offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Back to pass, it's good. He'll take the deep shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They cut into this lead the last time they had it, and now here in the fourth, a chance to move on top of the score. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about this defense rising to the challenge? Focal point number one, stopping the great running back. Check. How do we do it? Being physical at the line of scrimmage, getting off blocks, not missing a lot of tackles. They have checked all of those boxes and shut this dude down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
Base 27 jump.
Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. To the air, it's good. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get 1st downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up 1st downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Hill. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's high. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
And you can tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
Back to throw. It's good. Grabbed in the middle. It's high. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. A bit of a roll of the dice, betting that they could finish the game, and they almost certainly did with that completion.
And I love when coaches have confidence in their quarterbacks in big situations like that. With the game on the line, go out and execute and ice this game.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Ballman.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.